What's up, guys? I'm gonna wait a few minutes till I have a few people on here. Oh, there's somebody. Sorry, guys. Give me just a second. I'm going to be sharing the link, or if you guys want to share the link on Facebook, it would be awesome. I'm going to share it real quick. Sorry, 1 second. Yes. There, I just shared the link on Facebook if anybody wants to share it with me, or share it for me, shall I say. Sorry, I'm almost done. Sharing it to Twitter real quick. There we go. So I got the iPhone 10, got the box for the iPhone 8 for comparison. Hopefully a couple more people will join us here soon. Oh, there's somebody else. All right. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So here we go. And if you guys want to join in on the chat, you are more than welcome to. I do have my iPad over here to do that. So you're more than welcome to chat, ask anything you want, be interactive, please. So this is the iPhone 10. This is the box for the iPhone 8 Plus. And as you can tell, there's a pretty substantial difference in just how big the box is itself. And I mean, you really got to think about it. The 10 over here has a 5.8 inch screen. This is only a 5.5 inch screen. So that's quite a big difference in just the size of the box. So here we go. Ooh. So we get designed by Apple in California. Probably nothing in here but the normal Apple stickers. Hello. Gives you a basic tutorial of the phone. We'll do that here in just a second though. And oh man, there is the new 10. And I must say, it is pretty. Forgive me if I'm not the best at this. This is my first live stream, everybody, so it did take me a minute to get it going. Sorry about that. And we're going to set this over here while we finish getting everything inside of the box. Your standard crappy power brick that everyone loves to hate. And I don't understand why they give you this. I mean, this is already expensive, but I would have much rather seen them just, like, why not throw a pair of AirPods in here and just charge $1,400 or $1,500 for the phone? I think people would have appreciated it a lot more if something like that would have happened versus if just getting this. I mean, you have fast charging, at least with the fast charger, if nothing else. I mean, come on, Apple. You're gonna have to step it up a little bit. Not banging on the phone or nothing yet, but I do think that's kind of crappy. And then you get your handy dandy dongle. You get your handy dandy lightning earpods that will plug directly into the bottom. You also get your USB-A to lightning, like always. Nothing else in here. So if you've pretty much ever unboxed any iPhone, you're pretty much getting the exact same thing inside this box that you would have gotten in any other box since about the iPhone 5 or 5S. So I'm gonna be a little quiet right here and see if you guys can hear the plastic. Oh man, this feels so nice. So this just fits in the hand. I like the feel. I'm so used to the iPhone 8 Plus, and this is just feels so much smaller in your hand compared to the 8 Plus, which is what I'm recording on right now, by the way, is the front-facing camera of the iPhone 8 Plus. So I don't know how good that looks. The lighting ain't terrific in here. It's not too bad. I got a window over there and a couple of lights above me, so it's not the best, but you know, it's definitely not the worst. So, man, I went straight for that home button. It's just where my hand wanted to naturally go, so let's go ahead and turn this on. No, I do not have a screen protector for it yet. I just seen your... No, I don't have a screen protector for it. I normally don't use a screen protector. I know a lot of people frown upon that, but normally I don't. But I really also really take care of my devices. I'm not one to just throw it around, you know, just throw it around that much. So normally I don't use the screen protector that much, and I just feel like it messes with the touch latency and stuff like that. Not always, you know, everybody has their own opinion, but this might be a phone that I do rock a case on. I'm really debating on whether to get the Apple Care. So, well, this is the space gray. Do you not like the black one? No, I wouldn't be regretting it if I was you. I mean, do you like iOS? I mean, are you just pretty much straight Apple, or are you coming from Android, or... I mean, I'm certainly not regretting it. I do like the way that the silver looks. I guess that's what they're calling it, the white version. But well, I don't feel like you would be regretting it. If you're straight iOS, then I don't think that you would be regretting it at all. Just for, I mean, you're getting the latest and greatest that Apple has to offer. So, and this is, I mean, this is just, if what phone do you have now? Yeah, see, I have the space gray Apple Watch. I have basically everything space gray. I've got the space gray iPad Pro 10.5. So the iPhone 7 Plus Black. Yeah, that's the same one I had. I had that one also, and I actually sold it on eBay whenever I got the 8 Plus, and I've been rocking the 8 Plus space gray until this. But it's definitely going to be a different experience. I mean, you're not completely relearning how to use iOS. Definitely not. I mean, if you're familiar with iOS, you're going to be familiar with this, because a lot of the stuff is basically the same. It's just how you interact with the interface is going to be a little bit different. Of course, where there's no home button, and so let's go ahead. Alright, you guys, did that fix it at all? There, I went. Sorry, guys. Let me see if that fixed it. I switched to streaming LTE instead of using the Wi-Fi. I really don't know why it's not working very well. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm really sorry. Give me just 1 second. I'll get it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why it's saying very bad connection. I don't understand. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to check my Wi-Fi. Okay, guys. There, let's see. There we go. We good now? Yes, no, maybe sometimes. Sorry about that. Probably what that was, guys, was I got the new Call of Duty World War II. I didn't feel like staying up. I kind of ended up staying up a little bit, but I didn't want to stay up and drive up. Okay, well, at least I got it going now. Yeah, I just shut my Xbox One S off because I was, like I said, I was downloading the new Call of Duty World War II. But you guys need to check it out. I haven't played it. It's literally like finishing downloading. It was like after it's downloaded and it's processing everything or whatnot. It was doing that as we speak, and I just turned it off because I don't know. I got Suddenlink and they're actually sucking, man. Like, I got 100 meg internet, paying like crazy for this, and I can't even do a live stream. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously, you guys, all it's doing is buffering, and it's just stupid. But I don't know where you guys got cut off at, so I'm gonna. What I was saying is, anyways, you do have a 5.8-inch display on here, and you got to remember on the iPhone 8 Plus, which is it dwarfs this phone. It just, wait till you hold this in your hand. I know one of you was saying that you ordered this, and this feels like you're holding a regular 8 in the hand, like the regular iPhone 8 or iPhone 7 size factor wise. And it's just, it's amazing how big this screen feels and how small this device feels in your hand. So we got the 5. I'm just recapping. I don't know when it cut me off from buffering last time, but you do got the two 12 megapixel cameras on the back, and they're both optically image stabilized. One of them is going to be a telephoto, one's going to be a wide angle. The main shooter is a 1.8 aperture. The secondary is a 2.4 aperture. And for those of you who don't know what optical image stabilization is, it means the camera actually physically moves. So there's EIS and then iOS. And iOS is where, when you're holding your camera up like this and you're taking a video and you're moving, that little camera lens inside the video is moving to compensate so your video is not as shaky. I know it's not gonna make it perfect. It's not gonna be like a cinema, but it's gonna be very, very good. And if you're like on the Pixel phone, it has EIS, which is electronic stabilization, and what it does normally is it kind of crops into it kind of like zooms in just a tad to take the shakiness out of what you're filming and whatnot. So this is going to be a lot better than the regular iPhone 8 Plus. For one, just the simple fact that both of these lenses. So if you're, let's just say, you're trying to zoom in and you're at the carnival, or you're doing whatever and you're trying to zoom in on whoever you're trying to see ride the ride, if you do it on that 8 Plus, it's going to be very shaky. Your video is going to be very shaky. There's no stabilization whatsoever. Whereas on this, it's got the iOS, so it compensates for it. It just makes it a way better video quality. This also has the same A11 Bionic chip that is in the 8 Plus. They both have wireless chargers, or wireless charging with the Qi standard chargers, which is what most phones do use. There's only a few that doesn't use that. This has the Super Retina HD display. It is HDR compliant. I think it's HDR10 compliant. And a lot of people was asking if this has the 3D touch. It actually does have the 3D touch. So just like on the iPhone 7, 7 Plus, 8, 8 Plus, you can, press down a little harder and have your shortcuts and stuff pop up. Now this is just a tad bit thicker. I don't really even feel that it's noticeable though. It does have a little bit of weight to it. I watched My Project 13, one of his videos. Shout out to him. I watch a lot of his videos and his morning vlogs and stuff. Whenever my wife's still asleep and I'm up earlier, I sit there and lay there and watch YouTube videos and stuff. So I usually like watching his. And he said that it kind of felt like a toy, and I don't know. I understand what he's saying in a sense, because it does feel It just kind of feels unbelievable. I guess people with iPhones just have been so used to having the big bezels on the sides and the big clunkiness of the device because it works very well. And that's what people want. I mean, they don't want something that's lagging out. And after you've had the phone for 4 months, I was just talking to one of my friends actually just a couple of days ago, Lisa, and she was talking about how she got a Galaxy S5, which, yeah, that's a, it's a couple-year-old device, but you could get an iPhone 6 and it's just not, it doesn't lag. It still works very well. iOS 11 is probably one of my most hated iOS's. Not that I don't like the version of it, just due to lagginess and jank, we'll call it. But whenever she first got the phone, she loved it, and it was really fast, everything worked good, and now that she's had it for a couple of months, everything's lagging and just, which I've heard a lot better things about the Note 8. I'm going to try to get my hands on one of them, so that way I can do some comparisons and stuff for you guys, and stuff like that. But not to get off subject, which I guess I already have. This also does do 4K at 60 frames a second. Now, some of you watching may not really care about that, but if you know a lot about video recording, and that's a big deal. There's $1,000 DSLR cameras that don't do 4K at 60 frames a second. And yes, it uses up a lot of storage, but that is no joke. That is like the most crisp, clear, smooth. I got another 4K. I posted a video of 1080p at 60 frames. It was actually supposed to be 4K at 60 frames, and sorry, I was trying to read some of the comments and stuff. I don't know why, but it rendered my video down to 1080p, so I did change the name. It says on the video that it's 4K, it's really not, but it is 1080p at 60 frames a second on the it was originally 4K. For some reason YouTube rendered it down. I don't know why. I am going to reshoot it, and I'm going to reshoot it on the iPhone 10. And like I said, this is just so, here's a picture of it, on the box, and you can just see how much smaller it is. Like, this is actually the same size as the phone that is on this box, and you can just see, look, it just dwarfs it. Like, it's just crazy if you guys can see how much bigger that 8 Plus is compared to this. And now, screen-wise, it actually has more space on an 8 Plus. Now, most people wouldn't think that, but just overall usable space, it is just a tad bit bigger. And I'm going to go ahead and start setting this up, or at least trying to anyways. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to go too far in because I'm recording on the phone. But there is the quick start. I know that's a little bright. I can't adjust the settings right now until I go deeper into it. But so yes, the Apple Watch, you're absolutely right. The definitely upgrade the Apple Watch Series 3. If you guys are, any of you are consider getting an Apple Watch, the Series 3 is the only Apple Watch to get. Don't get me wrong, the Series 2 is it's okay. And if you just absolutely can't afford it, too bad. To save you money for another month or two and just spend the extra couple of dollars, extra 80, 100 bucks, whatever it is, and get the Series 3. You'll thank me, I promise. I've had the 1, 2, and 3, all of them. I've had the GPS only and the LTE. And if you can afford the $10 extra a month, get the LTE. I coach basketball at the rec center, and when I go to the basketball games with my little boy, I leave my phone at home because usually the games are between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. So this is what I do almost every time. I leave my phone either on a charger or usually just on the wireless charging pad on my nightstand. And I leave my phone, I get him and my wife and my kids, and we go to the rec center. I just take the watch. I get all my texts, all my notifications, my emails, everything straight to the watch. If anything's important enough that I really need to attend to, my business or whatever, or something happened, I can still be reached. I can still make a phone call, and it's absolutely awesome. I don't have a big phone clunking around in my pocket. I ain't got to worry about sitting it somewhere, getting it stolen. I don't have to worry about getting the scratches on it, putting it in my wife's purse or nothing like that. You know what I'm talking about, Beth. And and so it's just a real convenience. It's a convenience that's worth $10 a month to me. I mean, you're probably already paying however much for your phone bill, and it's just it's worth $10 a month to me. And if you go to the gym, anything like that, you're gonna want this LTE. It's like I said, it's you're paying $10 a month for that convenience of not worrying about if you have your phone, not worrying about if you forgot to charge it or not. It doesn't matter if you forgot to charge it, because you can leave your phone at home charging. You can run if you're hungry at night. And see, it kind of works out good too, because like I was saying, the practice and our games and stuff are in the evening time. So normally about the time my iPhone's around 50-60%, by 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, sometimes more, sometimes less, I can leave it here on, if I leave it on the fast charger, it'll almost be fully charged by the time I get back. If I leave it on the wireless charger, I'll still be back up to 85-90% when I get back, and I'm good for the rest of the day, just on them days. So if you guys have any questions or anything for me, make sure that you ask me. I'm trying to cover as much as I can. Like I said, this is my first live stream. I don't really know what I'm doing. I mean, as far as the live streaming goes and how, everything works with it exactly, for a long time it wouldn't let me live stream for whatever reason, and I got on the settings and it said I had to have over 100 subscribers, and then all of a sudden, boom, in my next video I'll post a clip. They sent me an email that just said, hey, YouTube creators, you can live stream from your device now. So I don't know if that was just to me, if it was to a lot of people. It really wasn't too specific, so I don't really know. But yes, I would definitely recommend upgrading your Apple Watch to the Series 3. I've had no issues. I know I've watched a lot of videos on it, and some people in some areas said that they didn't get very good signal or it died too fast. I have never laid down to go to bed at night and my watch be below 60%. Not one time. And then I throw it on the charger while I'm sleeping. When I wake up, it's 100. It's never even been an issue. I could leave for an entire weekend and not bring my Apple Watch charger and not be sweating it. Like, 2 days, easy. Now, you're trying to do 3 days, if you don't do no cellular really much or nothing like that, you'd probably be okay, but you'd be pushing a little bit, but it's definitely a 2-day device, easy. So, what else do you guys want to know about this? It does have slow-mo video, if you guys want to see this. Oh, I do have a case. I actually have a couple of cases, and I've got a couple more on the way that I ordered. It's actually a Moko, M-O-K-O. I'm sorry, Moko, if I'm butchering that name. Like I said, I'm not a big case fan, but I feel like I may need a case for this just because how expensive it is. I'm not trying to go buy another one, if something does happen. But I will do a video about that. It'll probably be out today. I'm probably going to do it right after the live stream. And I'll have a couple more accessory videos because I do have a bunch of cases. Moko sent me a case. What else would you guys like to know? The front-facing camera is still the same 7 megapixel. As far as I know, they didn't say that it was different. So it's probably the same 2.2 aperture. I mean, it's the same 2.2 aperture. I don't know if it's actually a different different sensor or not, but I don't feel like that it is. Yeah, I like the Otter. The only thing with the OtterBox is it doesn't always let you wirelessly charge. Some people don't care about wireless charging, so if you don't care about wireless charging, it would be absolutely awesome on this because you wouldn't have to worry about nothing. Nothing happened to your phone. I recommend OtterBox cases 100%. Every one I've ever got, I've never had a scratch happen to my phone the whole time I've had it. So, oh, and at the end of this video, if you comment on this video, because whoever comments on this video, I'm going to go through and I'm going to randomly pick somebody to give you $50, and I will publicly post the winner. So it's no BS. It's no, I'm not just saying that to get you to watch the videos. I want you to watch the videos just because you're interested in technology and you like, you're interested in phones and like phones. Oh, awesome. Yours came FedEx. I wish mine would have came FedEx. I like FedEx way better than I like UPS. Just because I like my delivery driver. I know that sounds kind of stupid, but yeah, there's a good. Yes, you do. Whoever comments the most does have the best chance. But don't be going there, guys. Don't just go on there and comment the letter A 1,000 times, please. So, because that's you guys come on now. But well, thank you. I'm glad I'm doing good. This is. I really enjoy doing this. I like talking about it like this. It does take up a lot of time doing these videos and just trying to get stuff right, and especially having 3 kids and stuff. It's really sometimes it's really rough trying to do all this. My wife took the kids and went to her mom's house, so they wouldn't be running around acting crazy. But I actually just ordered some camera stuff. It's going to be really, really nice. It's going to look really cool. It has some backgrounds and really professional stuff. It comes with all kinds of lighting gear, and I mean it's like a studio. So still waiting for FedEx. Yeah, that's the one thing I do like about UPS better than FedEx is for some reason when I get UPS stuff, it'll say that it's out for delivery at like 9 o'clock, and by 9:30 the guy's here. So. Which we only have one UPS store in my entire little village I live in, because I live in a little hick town. Nobody cares about these phones. Nobody cares about none of this. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a few people that care, but most people that live in my little Princeton, West Virginia, they don't care about all this stuff. They could care less. If the phone works and makes a phone call, they're good to go. Or most people around here are prone to the Samsung name because they make so many different phones. Not necessarily that everybody around here likes the Galaxy S8 or the Note 8. It's more that just Samsung has a price range from a $10 flip phone up to a $1,000 Note 8. So there's a lot more different, choices for people to have there. And yeah, it does. It depends on their routes. I just like FedEx because I like the driver. He's pretty cool, and he's always cutting jokes and stuff about stuff that happens throughout his day. But I do like the UPS too, just because it comes here early. Like the iPhone 10 came UPS, so I actually got this at like 9:30, but my GameStop opened at 10, so I was trying to run up there and grab that to download it while I was doing this. It didn't work out that well for me because obviously everybody got buffered on. And let's see, what did we get? Yeah, well, man, they really make it pretty easy to do it, honestly, because like a lot of my phones I don't just buy outright. I used to do it that way, but now I'd rather just pay a little bit more on my bill and do the monthly installments, because like I'm paying like $45 a month for this phone, and whenever I pay it halfway off, I can trade it in. Like my iPhone 8 Plus, I'll probably just trade it in, so I don't have to pay the full price of this phone. And yes, now if they come out close together, you are kind of wasting your money a little bit. Like the iPhone 8 Plus just came out last month, so I used it for a month and a half, and basically paying $400 to use it for a month and a half and then trading it in. But it really just depends on what it is and the resale value, and a lot of other factors that come into play. I don't feel like the iPhone 8 Plus is going to be a hard sought after phone for the simple fact that nobody bought it new. I mean, yeah. So you say, and we'll see, like on AT&T, the more lines you have, really the better deal you have, because you get unlimited data, and then it's just $20 a line for each extra person, and then it's whatever device you have, the more down payment you make, the less your monthly payment is. I get a military discount for being a veteran, so I do get like $20 off my bill. It's not a large amount, like $18 and some change or something. But yeah, you had the iPhone 7 Plus outright. Yeah, see, I bought my 7 Plus outright, and it was actually because AT&T made me mad. So I got the AT&T Go plan, and I just went and I just bought it outright. So, sorry, was you in the Army? Where was you stationed at? Verizon. See, I had Verizon the whole time I was in the military. I was in the Army too. I was at Fort Carson. I had Verizon almost the whole time I was in the military, and I loved Verizon service-wise, Fort Hood. One of my buddies, Jeremy Thornton, I don't know if you know him or not, but he was stationed he's a redheaded dude, and everybody called him Opie. He's from here too, actually. He ended up getting in some trouble. I think he ended up getting kicked out. I'm not for sure about the whole situation that happened and stuff. Yes, I was in Colorado. I was in Colorado Springs. And went to some Denver games. I actually loved Colorado. It's one of my favorite places. I think it's really beautiful out there. I got out with a med board in 2012. I was in Iraq from 07 to 09. I went in basic training the beginning of 07, and by November I was in Iraq, and I didn't get back till 09. Yeah, I feel you on that. A lot of it's just so hard, man. They're getting more expensive, and another big question that people's going to be asking is if this is worth $1,000. And I don't want to tell you yes or no right now, because I would rather wait till I used it for at least a week or two. I'll definitely be posting a full review video and probably updates along the way in between the review. And I don't know, man. It's the price of a phone is just so subjective, because the price of anything is subjective because it's what it's worth to you. It doesn't really matter what anybody else says or what anybody else thinks. It's what the phone is worth to you. And yes, I was in 4th ID. I was in 3rd Brigade. I was in 1-8 Infantry. Yeah. I've been so excited, man. This was truly for real like Christmas for me, guys, because I could not even sleep last night, and then I completely forgot about Call of Duty coming out too. So I was getting ready to go to bed, and I was all excited, trying to hurry up and go to sleep so I could wake up and the iPhone 10 be here, iPhone X. You guys can call it whatever you want. It's completely your preference. And I was so excited, and then I realized that the new Call of Duty comes out tomorrow. So then I was debating, should I stay up till midnight and run and get it because I pre-ordered it, or should I just wait, and just wait till tomorrow? So I ended up just waiting and trying to go to bed, trying to go to bed a little bit earlier to get at least a little bit of sleep. So I laid there forever, finally fell asleep, and then got up this morning, and this was here. And then right after this got delivered, I had to wait forever, it felt like, because one of my friends stopped by to check it out, and I didn't open it, and he wanted me to open it, so so I waited, and I went and got breakfast at McDonald's, and got the I went and went and got the new Call of Duty. So then I came back, started downloading, and then you guys seen what happened to my video trying to live stream, and it's really ridiculous. Like I said, I have 100 meg internet, and really wasn't cutting it. Let me read what you guys are doing. I have the new Call of Duty already. I just got done downloading it. It's like on the last thing. Yeah, I have 2 Xbox Ones. I actually have a regular one that I've had for a while in my bedroom that my wife uses, and then I'll probably have to buy another Call of Duty because we like to game together instead of playing split screen. I got one in my bedroom, one in the living room, so we can play together because she likes playing. But actually, if you got a 360, I don't know if they came out with it on 360 or not, but if they did come out with the new one on 360, you could actually play online with anybody that has an Xbox One also. Like I said, don't quote me on that because I don't know if they did the game, but the game's available. You can do that. World at War, yeah, that was one of my favorites too. She has to have a YouTube account. She has to sign in with an email and just make a password, and then she can like videos, comment on videos. It won't let you like or comment, so that's all you got to do. Oh, you live in Oakville? Yeah, that kind of sucks. There ain't much service and stuff in Oakville for much, but. So do you guys have any other questions for this? I can't really set this up on here because I'm going to do the quick the quick setup, which I'll actually video. I'll video and show you how easy it is to set it up whenever you have another. If any of you guys have the 7 Plus or anything and got the 8 or anything like that, they got a new feature where whenever you go to sign into your new phone, all you have to do is hold your device close to your other device and hit connect, and you don't have to sit there and enter all your Wi-Fi passwords and all that stuff. You don't have to do none of that. It just syncs everything together, starts downloading all your stuff, your background, your home screen, everything just goes straight to the new phone. Like, boom. You don't have to worry about anything really. So I actually have the iPhone 8 Plus, which is what I'm filming on the front-facing camera right now. And before that, I had the 7 Plus. And I really didn't plan on getting the 10, to be honest with you. I got the 8 Plus because I didn't think I would like the 10 too much. And, well, I ended up liking it a lot better than I thought I would. So I am really glad I got it. Like I said, I haven't really played with it that much and got to do anything but, what you guys have seen. And, it does feel way smaller in the hand. Like I said, the size compared to the 8 Plus is like dwarfing it. Like, seriously, Gaines video, this feels like if you've had an iPhone 7 or a regular iPhone 8 or even the regular 6 or 6S for that matter, that's what it feels like you're holding. It's small. Like I don't know if you can see this, but look, I can reach anywhere, even way up here in the corners. I can just reach all over this whole entire screen with one hand. I mean, I would feel 100% cool. I could be doing whatever, and I could text on this one-handed, kind of like a 5S or a regular 6, versus whenever you get the 8 Plus or 7 Plus or 6 Plus, I mean, it's almost a two-handed. You can do it one-handed, but I mean, unless you just got monstrous hands, it's hard. See, I've always had the Plus models too. No, it doesn't feel too small. It's like that sweet spot. It really feels like right in the middle. It doesn't matter if she has Android. All she has to do is just sign in with an email. Like, up on the little right-hand corner where it's got the little circle in your person's face, click on that and it'll say create an account. And all she has to do is just enter her email and make a password, and then she can subscribe and comment and all of that. So no need for a pop socket. It actually the weight is pretty good. It doesn't, like I said, it's kind of weird because it's like Apple nailed the sweet spot in between the Plus and the 8, which it feels like you're holding the 8, but the screen is just, let me see if I can get it off here. I'm trying to get it there. Like, the screen is just so, like I said, this is my whole hand, and you see it's not even close to the bottom. But where it's all screen, it feels bigger than what the phone feels in your hand. It almost feels like the screen is larger than the device. I know that sounds stupid, but it's just that sweet spot in the middle. The iPhone 8 is just a tad bit smaller than this, but it feels like the screen is bigger than what it is on the Plus phone. And I know it sounds weird. It's just, I guess it's where it's so wide, it makes it feel like it's such a bulky device. Yeah, I like it too. See, a lot of people have been talking crap about the notch, and it doesn't really bother me because, I mean, if you think about it, any other phone has something going across the whole top, like the Galaxy S8. It has, sensors and stuff going across the entire top of the screen. So what people are calling rabbit ears right here is actually used for information. I mean, it's got the time on this side, and then you got your cell signal, your 4G, your LTE or whatnot, and then your battery over here and your battery percentage and all that. Which, like I said, on the Note 8, that's just a big black, bar all the way across. So I feel like they're taking advantage of space that would, it would just be unused. But it's completely a personal preference thing. Some people's going to like it. I don't think it's not going to be no easier to break than if you have an iPhone 8 or 8 Plus or a Galaxy S8 or an LG V30 any of those phones, I mean, they're all going to break just as easy. They both have glass on the front and the back. I know Apple says this is the most durable glass. Doesn't matter how durable it is, it's still a piece of glass. It's still going to break if, it, you know, you may drop it and get lucky. It may nothing happen to it. My wife drops her phone all the time. She doesn't do it as much now, but she used to drop it all the time. She had an iPhone 4S, I think it was, a 4 or 4S, and she literally dropped that thing so many times it was like indestructible. She dropped it at work and kicked it across the floor on concrete and stuff, and it never broke. And she literally probably dropped it 30 times, like not exaggerating, like probably 30 times with no case, nothing, just glass to concrete and stuff. Never shattered, never nothing. She gave it to her sister to use, and her sister had it for, I don't even think it was 2 weeks. 2 weeks. She dropped it one time, it landed just right, it shattered the whole back. She put a case on it and just kept using it anyways, but it was always a pain for you. I'm not sure. I will test that for you though and check it out. I haven't done anything with Face ID, but as soon as the live stream is over, I'm going to set up everything and I'm going to check everything out, and I'm going to have at least 2 or 3, probably 2 to 3 more videos, just different things today. I'm going to have an accessories video about the case or 2 that I got, a wireless charger video about a wireless charger that I got sent to me. I'm going to check out the Face ID. I'm going to try taking a picture, seeing if it'll unlock, you know, see if I can try to... Oh, no problem. And be sure to, you know, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. And like I said, those videos will be today. Especially the Face ID. I will be doing a complete video, probably just about like the Face ID and the new features to this. So I will tell you how well I think it works, if I think it was worth replacing Touch ID, because that's going to be the hardest part for me personally, is I am so used to that fingerprint scanner. When I got this phone out of the box, the first thing I did was I hit the home button. Like, that was the first thing I did, was I just went to hit the home button. And it's just because I've had every iPhone since the iPhone 4. So to me, it's just been almost, the home button's always been there, even before it was a fingerprint scanner, and it was my main unlock. I didn't really use a lock before the fingerprint scanner came, and then I've almost came accustomed to it. And, so it'll definitely be a surprise to me is the convenience of Face ID, if it works as well as Apple says it does. Like, if my phone can just be laying here, and if I just go to look at it like this, if it comes on, you know, and what I got to do to get in my phone, and if it's a big hassle. Now, if you don't like it, but you still like the design, you're not screwed in any way. You still have the, you know, the pin, the 6-digit number pin that you can put in, and or you can not have a lock on it. You know, it's completely up to you. That, you know, so a couple people's told me that they don't want the phone just because they don't want the Face ID, but you know, that's not something you have to use. It's just like your fingerprint scanner. I mean, you don't have to use the fingerprint scanner. You can still use it as the home button. Now, there's not a home button on this. It's more, you know, like swiping. But like I said, it's just really how easy it is to use and how fluid it is what's going to make or break the phone. So that's really what it depends on. And so that's just, it's just the way it is. And it's not for everybody, but if you're an iOS user, I feel like everybody's going to like this, and I feel like Apple's going to stick with this design. Seems like they put all their eggs in one basket with this, so I really feel like they're going to stick with this for a while. I really feel like we're going to end up with this design in the same aspect that we did with the current design of the 8 Plus and 8, and how it was, I mean, nothing much changed from the 6 to the 6S to the 7 to the 8. Nothing really changed much, and I feel like for the next few years this is going to be our new design. I don't even know. I really don't know what they're going to do next year. And there hasn't been that many. There's been, you know, it's really, I don't guess it's too early for leaks and rumors because everybody's going to be talking about it anyways. But, and thank you guys for all the support. I've got, I don't know, like 6 or 8 people watching or something, which is actually more than what 6 people watching now, which is really more than what I thought I would honestly get. And what other questions do you guys have? Is there anything you want me to do? like I said, I'm using the other phone that I'm going to be, and like I said, I mean, I don't have that big of hands, but you can see, like, my one finger goes halfway across the screen. I'm just trying to give you guys an idea, you know, of how big the screen is. It's just, I mean, look, I can go corner to corner in one hand and just hold it. So it feels like a small phone that is easy to carry around. It looks like, I mean, it just feels like it'd be, you know, easy to put in your pocket and the small compact that people love from iPhones. But it's got the big screen that everybody's been wanting. And like I said, Apple found the sweet spot. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's the phone that I've been telling my wife for 2 years that I've wanted. It just has that sweet spot, and that's really what made me change my mind about the 8 Plus to want the 10, was because it's almost too big, and I have I got the 10.5 inch tablet, so it's the reason I went with the 8 Plus to begin with. I like the size factor of the regular 8, but I wasn't willing to make the screen compromise. I don't know why Apple still has a 750p screen that completely I think sucks, in my opinion, on the regular 8, and then put the 1080p screen on the larger phone, which was what made me get the larger phone. Yes, I like cameras, and the cameras are cool and all, but that, to me, that's a bonus. The camera, as long as it's a good camera and doesn't completely suck, that's not a make or break feature for me. Yes, I mean, I like having all the new cool camera features and everything else, but that's not a make or break. Now, yes, if it's a, crappy, grainy, sucky camera, then no, I don't want it, but the camera on a scale of 1 to 10, it's kind of on the lower of my list of things that I like. I know that's completely opposite of what a lot of other people say. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I do want a decent camera, but it doesn't have to be the best camera on any phone at the moment, or, beat a DSLR camera to be on a phone. But that was the main thing that made me not want the smaller iPhone anymore, was because it wasn't because of the dual camera, it was because of the screen. I thought the screen is terrible. Now the color is beautiful, all that is great. I still think it looks good, but the clarity just ain't there. You can see the pixelation when you're reading text on the phone, and to me, that's just, if you're paying that much money for a phone, that's not acceptable. I mean, yes, these phones are expensive, but they're not just phones. So even if you're paying $1,000 for a phone, you're not paying $1,000 for a phone. You're paying $1,000 for a pocket computer. I mean, you can do everything on this phone that most people can do on a laptop, your average person. Not everybody is a tech junkie and knows, how to do everything and do all this crazy stuff. Most people use their phone to talk on the phone, to text on their phone, to watch a YouTube video, which is probably how almost everybody that is watching this or is tuned into this is probably watched it on their phone. So that's what most people use it for. So I really feel like you're paying a lot of money for these devices, but at the same time, you're getting more than just a phone. You're not just making phone calls on it. Most people really don't even use their phone for phone calls. I very rarely even talk on the phone. I mean, I text on the phone more than anything. I only talk on the phone when I have to. I talk to the phone on my dad because he don't text. like seriously, it's not. I have a house phone that never gets used. It's basically my daughter's phone, and nobody even uses it. There's probably been 4 phone calls made on this phone in 2 years of having it. Except for telemarketers. They always like to call and, wake the baby up whenever they're sleeping. So, yes, I did get a case. I got a Moko, M-O-K-O. I'm not for sure if that's how you say it, case. I'm going to grab it. You guys wait 1 second. I'm going to grab it just real quick, and I'll show it to you real fast. And it's actually kind of a funny story about the case, to be honest with you, because I did get this Moko case. There's the QR. I think you guys can scan that if you want to. And this case, it's actually a funny story, and I got an email. I'll actually put a shot. It doesn't even matter what the video is about. I'm going to put a shot on it of of the email that they sent me. And the reason is because if you look, the sticker on this pack says iPhone 8. And it's because that they probably made this case before the iPhone 10 and iPhone 8's announcement. So they had labeled it wrong. Well, they sent me an email telling me that they were sorry. But yeah, you can see it's definitely for the iPhone 10. There's the cutout, and I got this, and this case actually feels good. It's like the gel plastic type feeling. Now, if you get one of these, you're probably going to want to get more than one, because after about a month or two of use, but these are really cheap. These are on Amazon right now. If you guys want to check out Moco, or however you want to pronounce that. Yeah, it's because everybody made the cases for these phones because they knew the dimensions, but they all assumed that Apple was going to come out with the 7S. This should have been a 7S, not an 8, and everybody assumed that the 10 was going to be the 8. You know what I'm talking about. And, yeah, but that's kind of the reason I get these. Like I said, I'm not big on cases, so usually around the house and stuff, I don't keep a case on. If I'm going to be gone all day, sometimes I'll throw one on just to, so I can, throw it in my vehicle. I got a little console in the middle, so I can do that. But these are really cheap though. Like I said, even if this lasts 2 months, I think these are $8.99 on Amazon, and they have different colors. These are actually really cool. They're cheap. They got like the little logo right there. Not yet. I haven't bought out. I do have Apple Care on my watch. I don't have Apple Care on the phone yet. I didn't purchase it with it because I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning here on the East Coast, and at 3:02 I have like 5 devices. I had my iPhone, my wife's iPhone, my tablet, my computer, and I had one on the website, one on actually 2 on the app, just basically, and then one on AT&T. I had it basically on every way that I could order the phone to make sure that I was one of the first people that ordered it. So I got it on launch day today, because I went to my AT&T store earlier and they didn't even get one in. So it wouldn't have mattered if I would have camped out overnight and sat there. They didn't even have one, and there's not an Apple store even close to me. The closest Apple store is in, I think, Greensboro, North Carolina, which is about 2.5 hour drive from here. It's over 100 miles. So that kind of sucks. And so, yeah, my AT&T website didn't do anything, man. It really sucked. I never got through the whole time I went through. I actually ended up ordering on the app, and I ended up going through the app or placing my order, watching Talos of Tech, and if you guys like Apple products, you should definitely check him out if you're not subscribed. Just because he's an Apple channel, and some of his stuff is pretty funny. Some of it's kind of lame. Some of mine's kind of lame. So no offense to him. I watch pretty much every video that he puts out. So that if you're an Apple fan, you should definitely check his channel out. It's a lot more of a Everything Apple Pro is a good channel too, but Talos of Tech, where he's still not as a big of a channel. I feel like he covers more of the smaller stuff that has to do with Apple than, just the crazy stuff of putting the phone in nitrogen and see if it still works and crazy stuff like that. But hey, it's fun to watch. I'm not going to do that stuff to my phones, but I can't afford to do that. I can't afford to just take a hammer or go up on a 200-foot tower and drop my phone off the side and watch it explode. And I just can't afford to do that. Maybe, if I get lots of subscribers and and is making as much money and stuff as those guys are, then I could do that. But I can't do that. So yeah, my AT&T website never did shit either. So it said you won't lose your place in line, you're queued, blah blah blah, and then it never happened. Like it just kept saying it would get down and count down like 15 minutes, 12 minutes, 10 minutes, and then nothing would ever happen. It would just I haven't tested. I haven't tested the speakers yet. I don't know. Like I said, as soon as the live stream is over, I'm going to set it up, and then believe you me, the rest of my day is going to consist of Call of Duty World War II and the iPhone 10 videos. I'll probably be playing, taking a break, shooting a video, playing, taking a break, shooting a video, because I'm going to make videos about all this stuff. All the stuff you guys are asking, I'm going to make videos about. And, but I did like the 8 Plus speakers. I thought they were really, really good, like no joke. And I watched some reviews about it that said that that it wasn't that much better than the 7 Plus, but I call bullshit, because they were completely different. I had the 7 Plus and the 8 Plus, and I played it for my wife, and she could tell a difference. Like, she could tell a big difference. I mean, not a big difference. It's still phone speakers. It's, it's not going to rock your house out or nothing. But I could tell it wasn't that it was just louder. It was more bass and more clear. It sounded more like a stereo speaker than just a tinny, loud, trying to make more sound come out. So they refined it, kind of like what Apple does. They take something and they want to make it better, and they call it a feature. Hey, I like it that they make this stuff better, don't get me wrong. Not that they have to call it a feature and act like it's a big deal, because it should have been that in the first place. But if Android can do it, why can't Apple do it? So I have the 6S Plus. That's why it's definitely the 8 Plus is way better than the 6S. I can tell you that 100%. So even if you didn't even get the 10 and you just went to the 8 Plus, it's definitely better. But from everything that I've heard and other people that have these phones that I've talked to already and emailed and stuff, that they're the same. From what I can tell, they sound pretty much the same from the 8 Plus to the 10. So yeah, that's cool. Just hit me up. It's my gamer tag is Popeye's Hero 304. And I think it's a capital P with Popeye, a space, and then capital H with Hero 304. I think. If not, I'll get up with you somehow. After this video is over, it's going to be posted, and that's where you guys need to comment. Like I said, I haven't live streamed. I'm not sure if all these comments go to the video or not. But as soon as I get off the video, I'm going to wrap it up. I've been on here forever. I didn't realize I've been on here for that long. Holy cow. But I'm gonna upload the video, so it'll basically just be this video again, and all you have to do is just leave a comment. You can just say, hey, what's up, or tell me if you guys think you're getting one, or what your thoughts or your initial impressions is just from what you've seen. I know it keeps popping up my IMEI. I don't mean to not show you guys the screen. That's not why I keep flipping it. It's because where it's trying to make me set it up, the first thing that's popping up is my IMEI, my ICC ID, and my serial number, which I'm just not trying to show to everybody. No offense to you guys, but at just first look, and yes, it is stainless steel around the side, which I have seen a couple of videos online already that has said that the silver one has kind of been leaving little small scratches, which stainless steel is going to scratch regardless. But like I said, I just opened it, so I ain't had no issues yet, but we'll definitely see. And I'm still debating on, or if you guys want to, let me know if you guys think I should get Apple Care or not. I mean, my watch is actually the first thing I've got Apple Care on, and I really feel like it was worth it. Like I said, if you guys wasn't watching the video earlier, it's I think it's worth $50 to, especially on the watch. I paid $50 for the Apple Care. I pay $60 for a full replacement, which means I'd have $110 for the first one, and I could get some scratches on it. I could just smash the watch and go take them $60 and get the whole thing replaced. And then the second time it's only going to cost me $60 because I paid the $50 to begin with, so I'd have $150 in two replacements. Yes, the Apple Care is $200 on the X. It is $200. It's more than it is on any of the other. It's the highest Apple Care price. But this is the 256 gig iPhone 10. So this is a $1,200 phone. So $200. It's $99 for the full replacement. So you just got. It really just depends on how hard you are on your phone. Whenever you make that decision, because this is, like I said, after taxes and stuff, this is a $1,200 phone if you buy it outright and you don't buy it on payments. So $300 if you drop it versus $1,200-1,300. I mean, that's a big difference. So it really just depends on how much. You got 14 days though, so that's why I didn't order it right off, was because, you know, I'm gonna play with it for a few days, see how much I like it or not. If I like it and I feel like it's something that, you know, I'm die hard, yes, I want it, then I'm gonna go ahead and call and order it. If not, then, you know, I may just throw it in a case, and, you know, I may end up continue to use the iPhone 7 Plus. So I mean 7 Plus, the iPhone 8 Plus. So, you know, I'll just have to see how it goes. I want to test Face ID out and see how convenient it is compared to the fingerprint scanner. I feel like it's going to be hard to top that. I don't know. If I do, I might have to just drive there. I'm not 100% for sure. You may be right. I have no idea. Yeah, or the carrier insurance. You can go either way. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, you kind of checked. I believe you 100%. That kind of sucks, but I mean, it'd still be worth the drive just to just to go down there to get it, though. I mean, it's about a 2-hour drive for me, but I mean, it'd be worth $40 or $50, and me and my wife just make a weekend of it or something if I did that. But yeah, thanks for letting me know that too. I didn't know if you could just call, because a lot of times with the insurance, you don't really have to take the phone in. Yeah, I'm in Princeton, West Virginia, and the closest store to me is in Greensboro, North Carolina. So it is right about 2 hours away. Yeah, that's the closest store to me. I know it's crazy, right? You think there would be one that's closer, but there's really not. This is, like I said, nobody. It's a lot harder to make these videos kind of where I'm at too, and I know that sounds stupid to be said, but it's because nobody around my area is into phones. They're not into cases. They're not into phones. They don't care if they have an iPhone or an Android, or I could probably go and ask people around here, and some of them probably couldn't even tell you the difference. Which, I mean, I guess that's anywhere, but just around here, technology and smart devices, smart home stuff is just not a big, you know, it's not a big thing around here. A lot of people around here are old school and stuff, so never been there. Yeah, what part do they live in? Hey, and welcome everybody that ain't been here yet. That's just tuning in. If you do have any questions, feel free to ask me any questions. It's cool, bro. Hey, the live stream's about to be over here in just a few minutes. I'm going to do about 5 more minutes, you know, if that. And then I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I'm dying to play this World War II, and I'm dying to, you know, get this thing fixed up and check everything out. And the animojis, I'm going to do a whole video on just animojis, so make sure you don't miss that. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. If you hit the little bell icon, you'll get a notification when I launch a video. As soon as this video is over, it'll be uploaded to YouTube, and then all you'll have to do is just comment on that video. That's all you got to do. Just comment on that video, and you can win the $50. So, animojis, yeah. They do seem really cool. I wouldn't say that it would be just a reason to get the phone, but I mean, it is very cool. I mean, I feel like Apple gets hated on a lot of stuff that they shouldn't. I mean, everybody thought it was cool when the Note 8 had the S Pen, they could write the GIFs and stuff. I mean, you've been able to write your own little GIFs on iOS since iOS 10 for over a year, but Samsung doesn't. Their backs like it's a big deal. I don't really understand that, and they call that a big feature on that, but they act like it's a joke when you do the animojis. I think it's really cool, to be honest, because instead of you just putting a laugh face, you can show your own laugh face. It's a lot more of a personal interaction versus, you know, just sending a little smiley face with a laugh. Ha, ha, ha. You could actually do, you know, you can make your face look like a pile of horse dung and laugh at somebody, you know, whatever floats your boat. Yeah, they're haters, that's all. Yeah, that's true. Hey, I gave credit where credit's due. I've got the Samsung Galaxy versus the iPhone 7 Plus videos on there if you guys want to check them out. I'll give credit where credit's due. I think the phone is amazing. Samsung's hardware has never been my issue. It's the software. I think their software is garbage, and it is getting better, but it's still just not there yet. There's no way I'm paying $1,000 for a phone that is all laggy and all that. And like I said, I've heard good things about the Note 8, that it's not that way, so I'm not going to judge it till I've, got it in-house and used it. So, but everybody on here that's watched this, make sure, or if you're watching it now, make sure that you comment on the video, because after the video's over, I'm going to wait about an hour, and I will announce the winner in my next video that I'm about to upload. The winner will be announced, so make sure you turn that bell icon so you know who it is. And then I'll get up with you, and you can get that money however you want. I'll send you a $50 bill in an envelope if that's the way you want it. I'll send or a gift card, however you want the money. That's how I'll send it to you. So it's I enjoy talking about this stuff. I'm just trying to get yeah. It's my son is so funny. I just got done editing a video. I think it was the Apple Watch video, and I just got done editing the video, and I was watching it, and he just completely freezes and stops what he's doing, and he starts watching it, and you can't see me, you can see my hands moving, and you can see me talking about, you can hear my voice and stuff, and he just stops what he's doing, and he sits down. He's 3, by the way, and he just starts watching it, and he says, "Daddy, it's you on TV." And I said, "It's me on TV?" And he says, "Yeah, Daddy, it's you on TV." I said, "Where?" And he points to the screen. He said, "That's you talking." And it was just, I guess it's one of those things you just have to be there. It was funny. He just, he was so excited too. He sat there and he finished watching me edit the video, watched me do the whole thing, and now he's kind of into it. Every time I've got a video playing, he stops to watch it, I guess to see if it's me. I don't really watch my own videos after I edit them that much, but he, if one's playing, or a lot of times, if you leave it on, it'll go on to the next video. Sometimes it'll be mine. And he always stops to check now. Ever since then, he checks to see if it's somebody else on there that he don't care about, or if it's me. Because if it's me, he stops what he's doing and he watches it till the end. It's really funny, but yeah, it was fun. I'm gonna get my little girl's impressions too. She's all about these phones. She's got she saved her allowance and got one of the new 2017 iPads, not the iPad Pro, but the $329 one, and she loves it to death. And she saved her allowance actually all through last school year. If she does good in school and conduct all week, she gets $5 a week. If she does outstanding, she can get more than that. But normally on average, she gets $5 to $10 a week in allowance. She's only 7, so but she saved her allowance for a little over half the school year. From about November until the end of the school year, she saved her allowance, and I told her if she saved up at least half, I'd pay the other half. So I paid the other half, and I let her go in Walmart. I'll throw up a picture of that in the next one too. I took a picture of her. She's holding her iPad. She's all happy and excited. It's really cool. And but I hope you guys like everything. If you have any other questions, be sure, and it does have Bluetooth 5.0. I meant to tell you that on the 10. It does have Bluetooth 5.0. Apple isn't really utilizing it as good as they could be. But, more updates are here to, going to come. It's still in the young stages of iOS 11. But I guess I'm getting ready to wrap it up. And like I said, be sure, as soon as this video is over, it's going to be uploaded to where you guys can watch it again. Yes, go to my channel and go down. I actually just posted the AirPods full review yesterday. Check that out. And I just did an Apple Watch, the iPad. It's kind of funny too, if you watch the iPad video, the reason that it's kind of an older video. I actually got that iPad in that video months ago. I got it, and I did my initial impressions and stuff, and then I ended up not doing the review with that one because I took it back, because I wouldn't recommend getting the 64 gig, especially on a tablet, because it's just not enough. You want to be able to download movies. Your tablet's more of a media, so for real, I would get the 256 minimum or the 512. I'm not, the 512 is a little bit overboard for me. I got the 256 and it seems to be plenty. And I got movies and everything. And to me, I mean, some people watch movies on their phone, but if you're going to get a tablet too, I would advise getting the 64 gig phone and then the 256 or 512 gig tablet or MacBook or, you know, or whatever you're trying to get, because then you can just dump everything from your phone onto that device and you can keep your, you know, your storage free on the phone. So that's what I would do. But yeah, be sure to check it out. And like I said, as soon as this is up, if it allows me, when I was doing this live stream, like I said, this is my first one. I'm going to start doing one every week. And I will keep you guys updated and let you know when it's going to be. But I'm going to try to do it like on the same day, at least once a week at the same time. So that way everybody knows when it'll be and stuff. Yeah, when you have kids, because I use so much videos and stuff, it's just crazy. I took them to the pumpkin patch and I did everything in 4K at 60. So you can imagine how much, you know, how much that did. But like I said, I'm going to, if it'll allow me, this is my first live stream, I'm going to try to upload this so that you guys can watch it again, you know, like after it's over. And all you have to do is just comment on that video. If for some reason it doesn't allow me to do it, I'm going to do a video just for the giveaway. And whoever comments on it will be entered to win. All I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll up and down through the comments a bunch of times and I'm going to pick somebody. That person will get the $50. So I guess I'm going to wrap it up. I really appreciate all the support, you guys. I hope everybody likes I hope everybody enjoyed the video. I hope I didn't botch it too bad. Give me some feedback if you see anything that you think I should change or anything that I need to do different or a different style or anything that you guys like or whatever. For real, don't be afraid. I'm not gonna get my feelings hurt at all. For real, please tell me what you guys think and give me some feedback. And you guys have been great. Thanks for the interaction. I really love doing this, and this has been awesome. I can't wait to do another one. I will keep you updated. So you guys be safe. Take care. Peace.